Imagine a scenario where the next pandemic could claim 50 million lives. This chilling forecast comes from Dame Kate Bingham, who chaired the UK's vaccine task force. Disease X, as it's been dubbed by the World Health Organization, could be 20 times deadlier than the coronavirus. The prospect of Disease X is not a fantasy. It is a stark reality we must face. As Bingham points out, while scientists have identified 25 virus families encompassing thousands of individual viruses, there are millions more yet to be discovered. Now, picture Disease X being as infectious as measles, with the fatality rate of Ebola, a staggering 67%. This is the potential future we are staring at, a future where Disease X is replicating somewhere in the world, waiting to make its devastating debut. So, what exactly is Disease X? Disease X is potentially caused by a pathogen X, likely an RNA virus. It could emerge from an area where the environmental conditions favor sustained transmission. These emerging or re-emerging pathogens can be labeled as X, and they pose a threat that mandates intense and ongoing active surveillance and monitoring. There's also data suggesting that Disease X could be an engineered pandemic pathogen. Accidental laboratory incidents or acts of bioterrorism could trigger a catastrophic Disease X, posing a global risk that we must be prepared to mitigate. Preventing the spread and impact of Disease X will require a multifaceted approach. Uniform international guidelines to control bioterrorism are crucial, as are travel restrictions and strict airport screening to prevent the spread of pathogen X across borders. But perhaps most importantly, it will require a collaborative approach from global leaders, scientists, epidemiologists, and infectious disease experts. Together, they must work to investigate, control, and eliminate Disease X through widespread testing, surveillance, and aggressive contact tracing. The sobering reality is that while we may be nearing the end of the COVID-19 pandemic, healthcare professionals are now preparing for Disease X. Experts warn that this new virus could be as devastating as the Spanish flu. In a world where new viruses are constantly emerging and evolving, global preparedness is more important than ever. We must not let our guard down. We must remain vigilant, proactive, and united in our efforts to prevent the next pandemic. Because Disease X is not just a possibility, it's a probability, and we must be ready.